what's up? Welcome back to the vlog. Today, I am going to be taking you on a road trip around Singapore on my dream car, the Porsche 911 Carrera. And to join me on today's trip, I've got two very special guests. Dan,
what's up guys? Life with Dan here.
And the second special guest, the all-new GoPro MAX2. While you're on a road trip, today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things that you need to know about this bad boy. Come, let's go, let's go! Wow! Alright, let's hear the engine. Oh yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go! Boom!
Boom! Let's go!
Okay, Singapore road trip.
Singapore road trip.
Let's go!
Right now we in the heart of Singapore.
Damn son.
New car, new camera. That's a MAX2. So what's up? What's up with the new camera, man? The new MAX2. Tell me.
So the first thing that you need to know about the MAX2 is that it is a straight up beast when it comes to image quality. Shoots in true 8K 360 video with 10-bit color and GP lock.
Wow. 10-bit color, that's gonna be a lot of data for you people.
1 billion shades of color, FYI. That is 10-bit color.
Oh, that's almost like true to life, man.
Yeah.
That.
I mean, for someone who like you who like to color grade, I think with GP lock, you're really gonna have all that flexibility in post-production to grade your shot the way you want to grade it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And not only in terms of color grading, right, with the 8K, true 8K.
So, I mean, what that really means is that at the end of the day, when you're shooting 360, you are bound to reframe your shot a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Whether you want to punch in, punch out, or focus on a certain subject matter. Today, when shooting in through 8K spherical video, your punch outs to traditional video will be in 4K resolution. And I think in today's context, that is enough, you know, for most platforms like YouTube to Instagram, you're gonna get amazing shots. Yeah,
that's more than enough actually. That gives you a lot of longevity to your footage as well. It's gonna last you a long time.
Yeah, and for example, if you want to have more frame rates, then this camera also has more options for you.
Yeah,
right? This camera. You can shoot, go all the way down to 100 frame rates per second in 4K 360 video, so you get 3 times slow motion, or you can also shoot up to 5.6K 60. You know, if you want to get somewhere in between.
That's wild. That's wild.
Exactly. And I mean, here's a fun fact. Someone like you, right? I think like a video nerd like you would really appreciate because you understand what bitrate does for your footage.
Yeah.
With GoPro Labs firmware, you know, if you install it into the MAX2, you can actually shoot up to 300 megabits bitrate in 8K 360 video.
That's insane.
Just imagine how much data are you actually capturing in the footage. Phenomenal
amount of data. That means you also need a lot more space and a lot of better hardware for sure.
Yes, okay, I mean that's a given, right? I think in today's day and age, if you are out here trying to shoot an 8K footage, you are trying to push the boundaries of what you can do with your video cameras, then yeah, unfortunately that's one of the things that you have to upgrade your SD cards. Make sure you are using the compatible SD cards, right?
For sure.
Don't use a slow SD card because you definitely want to make sure that you are saving it on the best hardware that you can.
For sure.
Yeah.
Speaking about slow, so how is it right now when it comes to editing your footage?
Okay, here's a really good fun fact. We know that, you know, typically when it comes to 360 video editing, right? Yeah. There's a lot of post-production work that goes behind.
Exactly.
So some people are apprehensive or afraid, like, oh, you know, I don't want to shoot 360 because it's too hard.
Yeah.
The nice thing, there's at least two parts to it. Number one, I think at least with the Quick app right now, Quick is really going to help you do a lot of post-production work. You know, with AI object tracking all the way to motion reframe and keyframe. That's really going to help you simplify the workflow in terms of editing on mobile. Okay. But beyond that, for MAX2, what GoPro has actually done is that they have created two new presets for you: 360 selfie and 360 POV. These two new 360 presets can help you export your videos faster. Okay, what do I mean by that? If let's say today my only intention is to shoot a 360 video or 360 POV or 360 selfie video, all I gotta do is select this preset, and what that preset would do is that it would actually capture metadata, and eventually what will happen is that when you download it into the Quick app, Quick will recognize that, okay, you are only going to create a 360 POV video, or you want to create a 360 selfie video, and immediately Quick will automatically create that effect for you, so you don't have to do it manually yourself. And the question is that, okay, now that I've shot it in this mode, does that mean that my entire video now would just be in a selfie or in a POV? The thing is, it's still a 360 video, so if you want to then go and do the manual edits yourself, you have the flexibility to do manual edits yourself. Yeah. So it's just these two new presets to help you create an easier video.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's where the beauty of GoPro really is, you know, when it comes to being really effective and efficient, and, you know, file handling. And on top of that, like, what are some other new cool features and functions that's finally come to the Max?
One of the ones that I am super excited about, super excited, 360 night effects is now on the MAX2. 3 amazing presets such as 360 star trails, 360 light painting, 360 vehicle light trails are now available on MAX2, and I think that is just phenomenal. What GoPro has actually done with that in the past, and why I like it so much, is because it's so easy to create these effects. You don't need like all that knowledge on, like,
you need to stitch it
how
together.
do I do star trails, how do I shoot a long exposure shot. The camera's gonna do it for you. You just need to select the right trail length, whether you want a short trail length, you want a long trail length, or you want a trail length that stays on screen forever. And that's it. That's
you
it.
really GoPro just like that, man. Just with a simple click of a button and just a swipe of a preset.
You literally GoPro just like that.
Just like, and that's what I really appreciate about GoPro. You know, just being a really efficient camera is all. Like, now that I finally slowly gotten into vlogging, being confident in front of a camera, I've always find it so daunting and challenging to hold an actual, like, mirrorless camera and vlog about it. But with the action camera, it's just a small thing. It's not invasive to the movement at all, and on top of that, sound quality is good as well.
It's not so intimidating, right? And I think that's how I started vlogging as well. And I think what's really cool about the MAX2 is that MAX2 has 6 onboard microphone that allows you to capture 360 spherical audio. Super insane, because what that really means is that, you know, now your audio is going to come, it's going to be almost as if how you hear it. Is it going to come from the front? Is it going to come from the back? What your lens sees is what you're going to hear. And if you're capturing in single lens mode, the audio can actually be directed to the point of focus of the lens. So if you are facing it forward, audio can come forward. If you're facing it backwards, audio is going to come behind. So if whether you're doing an interview mode or whether you're doing a selfie, I think that's going to be useful for everyone.
Wow.
I mean, the fun fact, right, today, all the audio that you're hearing is from this guy. This guy that we're recording on right now. So, with the MAX2 having all these cool features and everything, personally, which unit do you feel more inclined to use? The Hero 13 or the MAX2? Okay, this is always a big dilemma for me, but after trying MAX2 for a while, I've grown to realize that, hey, you know what? Today, if I'm able to shoot in 8K, export 4K video from my 360 camera, my MAX2, why do I need to use the Hero 13 Black? Unless I'm going for a typical type of shot, like if I want to get a macro depth of view, or if I want to get an anamorphic lens type shot, I'm going to jump over to my Hero 13 Black. But today, if I'm going to shoot like everyday content, everyday capture, MAX2 is definitely going to be my pick. And here's a very good reason why. Not only is it able to shoot 360 video, just as you are seeing right now, you can also switch it to single lens mode, and that allows me
to... It becomes essentially a Hero 13, right?
Not just a Hero 13, it essentially becomes a Hero 13 Black with the ultra wide lens mode. Because in the single lens mode on the MAX2, you're getting 2 things. Number one, you can shoot up to 4K 60 frame rates per second. But you are also getting this insane 180 degree field of view.
That's crazy.
On the camera. Exactly. So if you're someone that loves the Hero 13 Black plus the ultra wide lens mod, I think you would love the MAX2 for that reason. And if you don't want to have that super immersive 180 degree field of view, guess what? You also have the other digital lenses available. So you can always change it to the wide angle lens, or you can just change it to a linear field of view if you don't want a distortion.
Speaking about lenses, I noticed that there's something different about the lenses. So tell me more about that.
This one is something super exciting.
Yeah.
It's what I call an insurance. Sometimes you never really know when you need it until something happens. And in this case, I've scratched a few MAX lenses in the past, and because of that, the camera was just unusable.
Yeah,
you know,
literally halfway through the trip, it's like, oh no, it's that.
You scratch a lens, and all it takes is that your camera is ruined. But today, the MAX2 is designed in such a way that it is rugged, it's versatile, it's waterproof for all weathers, and more importantly, these lenses are replaceable.
That's a big plus.
Super system. No tools, no calibration required. A twist off and a twist on installation system. That's it.
Wow.
And for me, you know, because I mean, you also like to travel a lot. I feel like you know, as you travel, it's something that I would definitely recommend to keep in your bag as a spare lens.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
You definitely need loads of spare.
You never know when you actually need it.
Exactly.
Because you never know, because if you're trying to chase the shot, you're trying to mount it, you know, like we are mounting it to the side of the wheel.
Yeah.
You know, you never know when the pebble is going to hit. And if the pebble hit the lens,
that's it. You're always going to be ready.
You gotta be ready.
And speaking about spares, what about the battery life? How long is this camera going to last you? On average, like as an average user?
Very good question. I mean, the nice thing about the MAX2 is that the GoPro has actually increased 20% in terms of its capacity, so it's 1960 milliamp in terms of battery performance.
Yeah.
On a typical day, say that we're on the shoot today, one battery, you know, based on my testing, I usually one battery can last me half a day.
Oh,
so if you're going for a full day shoot, 2 batteries. Yeah.
Nice.
I think I'll take along 2 batteries.
2 batteries and you peace out the entire day.
Yes, definitely.
So adding on to that, let's say as a new user,
okay,
what's some advice or what can I expect when I kickstart my adventure using a MAX2 or a 360 camera?
Okay, most important advice for new users.
Yeah.
Okay, keep the lens clean. Okay, that's first and foremost.
Yeah.
Second, you see the bottom of the camera. Understanding how to mount your MAX2 will be essential to you starting out using the MAX2. And I say this because the camera already shoots in 360. It's going to capture everything around you. But what's more important is getting your mounting right. And by what I mean by that, when you mount it right, you not only will be able to stitch out the pole, the invisible pole shot, you're also going to get a better shot. So with MAX2, there's 3 ways you're going to mount it. If you look at the bottom of the camera, you now have the magnetic latches on the camera. That makes it the fastest and easiest way to swap between your setup.
One click and you're out.
I absolutely love that. Number 2, if you are the traditional GoPro user that has all our existing accessories, look at that. The finger mount will enable you to mount to the current ecosystem. But the one that I highly recommend if you want to get an invisible pole shot is this one here. Right? The quarter 20 mounting thread. That will essentially guarantee that your camera is mounted upright and aligned to the grip or the pole that it is mounted on. Essentially, the camera will automatically stitch it out.
Alright.
And one very good tip, very good tip, like the way that we're shooting right now. If I want to ensure that my subject is always in focus, okay, it is very important that I'm always keeping one lens directed at my subject. See, like this. So in this case, this lens is directed to us.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if I'm gonna putting it here, you're gonna get cut off. So if that's the case, I'm gonna be turning it this way instead. Yeah, you see?
Okay,
so that's another good thing. Always have one lens directed at your subject.
Very smart.
When you're shooting a 360 footage. Doesn't matter whether it's a humanoid object, whether it's a car, but I think that's when you're putting into perspective and mounting options, right? Okay. Always mount with your lens directed at your main subject, your A subject.
So that's the top 3.
Yes,
so
that's right.
Clean your lens, get it mounted right, and make sure the lens face your subject.
That's right, absolutely right.
Easy.
This is not the best way to mount the camera, but I'm just showing you how you can actually use it. Also, I want to get this cool POV of me driving. So, okay, one extra question. Is it advisable to use this camera handheld? Definitely not. And for simple reasons, right? Because you're shooting everything around you, what you're going to see if you're holding it in your hand, it's going to have a weird artifact because it's gonna look like your hands being chopped off or something just floating around.
Okay.
So my recommendation is always use it with a mount, whether it's a handheld mount, whether it's a wearable mount. That way, that will enable you to not only be safe, but also they get the best mounting from out of it. Yeah. But I mean, it's shooting 360, right? So in this case here, when I'm shooting this POV in front of me, all I gotta do is just crop a little bit forward, and the shot might still work.
Because with the 8K, you have that maximum cropping flexibility.
Exactly. You got that right.
What an insane piece of gadget, man.
Yeah. Both piece of gadget. This gadget that I'm driving, as well as this piece of gadget that we're shooting it on.
The Porsche. So what do you think is your favorite part about using this camera, since I'm assuming you've been using this for a while now, right?
I think it's just how easy it is to use, man. You know, like from mounting it the right way. And at the end of the day, making sure that I'm nailing my shots. I feel like that's the comfort that I know as a creator. You know, like today I'm going out on this amazing shoot with Porsche. I want to get the good shots. So I'm gonna use the MAX2 to get the good shots.
Nice.
Nice,
because you know you're never gonna miss a moment. It's gonna be easy to frame and reframe your shot
exactly. As well. Mount it outside the car. You know, when I'm mounting outside the car, make sure you have it secured. You know, with a heater. You never know what's gonna happen, and then you know you're not gonna miss a moment. You're gonna get everything. And I mean, I guess there are so many other features to talk about, right? If you really want to go into the nitty gritty, we talk about vlogging. This also has Bluetooth audio connectivity. So if you want to connect, your wireless earbuds or your Bluetooth earbuds or Bluetooth mic, you can also connect it directly to MAX2.
Sick.
So that helps you with voice narration. You can also remotely use voice control the camera as well.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Well, it's like, I feel like it's getting to a point where how much better can you actually make the camera right now? Right?
And I think you'll be very excited. Like I think someone like you will be very excited about it. Like you shoot a lot of wildlife then. And the thing about wildlife is that it's very unexpected. You never know
where they're gonna come from.
You can predict, you know. But you can only predict to that certain level. And I think what's beautiful about it, like you said, you're never gonna miss the moment. If the lion's gonna come from the front, the lion's gonna roar. You want to set a camera trap. You couldn't capture everything around it.
And I think that's the beauty about this right now, you know. It gives you the advantage to be free in the moment. So you focus in the moment of play and you just have fun instead of, you know, being so focused on the technicalities of your gear.
Absolutely. And then I guess the last tip that I want to share is that, hey, you know, if you're not using the camera, you know, keep the lens cap on. You know, I know that the camera, you can replace the lens, but to save you the hassle, this is just a good practice. When you're not using it, when you're chucking in your pocket, when you're chucking in your bag, just throw the lens caps back on, right?
Always protect your gear.
It's still a camera, it's still equipment. So it pains my heart that I see some people just they don't do that and they just store it the wrong way.
It's like I get it, it's sturdy, but still take care of it.
Still take care of it. Exactly.
Take care of the camera and the camera takes care of you.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, that's wild, man. Thanks for sharing. These are some really wild, cool new features for the Max. And it's time for us to go and max out right now.
We're gonna pick up Selene, so she's gonna join us on this joyride.
Let's go.
This Porsche 911. Let's go, ladies and gents. Let me hear it. Let you hear it. Let it rip. Whoa. Damn. Let's go. guys! How about that? How about that? Alright, and that's it for today's video. I hope you've learned a thing or two about the all-new MAX2, and I hope you love the road trip on the Porsche 911. Until then, we'll see you in the next upload. Yo! Let's go!